right, it's rainy, it's wet, it's cold, and it's wavy outside. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take a small electric boat, 18-foot Magonis E-550, Wave E-550 for a boat ride to the boat launch. It's haul out season. We need to get this boat hauled out of the water. Whether rain, shine, warm or cold, here we go. It's a quiet little thing, that's for sure. All right, it says 13 RPM, 100% battery, thank gosh, because we got a little bit of a ways to go. North Branch, Chicago River, right at Goose Island, right over here. You hear the people talk about Goose Island. There's the brewery and all the other jazz, but that's where it all started, was literally this piece of land that's in the middle of the river. I can put an overlay up on that. $1,700 RPM. Give you a little view of what we got here. Cute little bow seating area. I got a bunch of stuff. There's the cover and all that jazz, but got a co-pilot seat, little seat in the back, and here we go. Magonis Wave 550, E550. This video is not sponsored by that coffee company, but if they'd like to reach out to me, I would happily take more coffee. I already pay for enough of it. Here we go. Let's see what this is all about. We got the little electric power situation here. Looks like 1800 RPM, 99% battery. I don't know what all this stuff means, but we'll figure it out. There's my little throttle setup here. Got plenty of knee space. Kind of cute little thing. Here we go, let's take a boat ride. Entering the main branch of Chicago River, south branch of Chicago River, heading down to Florida eventually, and the north branch where we just came off. Main branch heading to Chicago Lock, then out onto the lake. Waiting for the Chicago Lock, which is behind me, to open. They're bringing a boat in from the lakeside, so I'm going to sit back here, relax for a minute, catch my breath, because once we get out there, we have about a half a mile to get to Burnham Harbor, to where this boat's going to get hauled out to go to storage. It's going to go into our showroom. It's a brand new listing that I have, perfect for river cruiser, perfect for inland lakes, sunset cruises, cocktail cruises, stuff like that. Maybe for the big water, we'll see. Supposedly this boat goes 22 knots. On the top end, you get about an hour's worth of full open if you're just driving full open the whole time. Get about an hour's worth of time. At cruise, they say about 3 hours of battery life, and at very low cruises, just like idle, essentially you can have, I think they say, up to 15 hours on this battery life. So, you know, again, depending on how you're using it, if you're just going up and down the Chicago River, sightseeing and stuff, it'd be a perfect little river cruiser or inland lake situation. First time driving an electric boat, it's kind of eerily quiet when we're sitting here in neutral. You don't hear any motor, engine hum or anything like that until you put it into gear. It's a little unnerving almost. You feel like, oh shoot, am I floating into the abyss with no motor? But it's electric for you. All right, entering Chicago Lock. Here we go. Let this tour boat go in front of us, and we are out onto the big lake, into some big waves. Let's see how this goes. So in this little thing, and my arm's right out the window here, so I should be pretty easy to grab at these lines here in the lock. Don't have as much power, much torque as I'm used to with the diesels, but I got a hand, throw it in neutral here, or reverse. Easy enough. Up we go. Now I say this in all my videos, and I know it's hard to get the context of the waves from a video. Waves never do justice. The camera, I should say, never does justice to the waves. These are nothing right now, but let's see what happens when we get out there. Okay, here we go. so bad. It's a big bathtub out here, so it's a lot of wishy-wash, waves in every which way. But quite honestly, I feel like it's handling better than maybe I thought it would. Not that you typically choose to take a boat out in this type of condition, or a boat this size, I would say. But putting a boat like this into a condition like this that you'll never use it in kind of does go to show that she can handle what you throw at it within reason. Oh, I got, wow, 26 kilometers an hour right now. I got it planed out right. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Don't need to beat this thing up. The winds are coming from offshore, so all of the waves are blowing right on my port bow. I'm going to turn into the waves a little bit more so we can take them maybe a little more comfortably. Whoa! Ah! Okay, now we figure this out. What did we do wrong here? Okay, so my knee hit the emergency stop. Maybe we don't do that again. Maybe we move my knee, or maybe we move that positioning a little bit better spot. Okay, we got to get up on plane a little more to get out of these rollers here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we definitely need to be going a little faster in order to make this handle the waves. Otherwise, the low to the water line profile of this boat is going to make it a little more susceptible to a little bit of wave over the bow or something like that. So now we're getting into a spot where the waves are bouncing off the seawall. I do have my safety lanyard, of course, on. It's the law for vessels under just 27 feet. In case I do fall overboard, I don't want the boat driving on past me. But right now we're at a spot where the waves are bouncing off the seawall to the right of me, and the waves are coming from this way. So now the two waves are kind of teaming up in opposite directions and really making it pretty sloppy around here. There we go. Come on, baby. Woo! That's a wet one. Little bit of speed, just enough to get the bow up and out of the water. Not too fast to where you go airborne from waves, because that's not fun. Woo! Alright, last little bit of the trip here, but we're starting to get pretty gnarly, bouncing off the seawall. Just got to taper the throttle. Don't bury the nose. Don't slow down too much. There we go. Keep up, keep up. That's it. Atta girl. There we go. Around the bend and we're almost back home. Okay, some rollers up here. Oh, it's like a haul over inlet right here. Don't go too. There you go. You got to ride the wave on the top of it. Don't go to the bottom of it. This thing doesn't have enough power to really ride it the right way, but we'll be all right. There we go, right around the corner here. Woohoo! That was a good one. Heck yeah. Wow, well, we made it. Learned a few things, actually, quite a few things. At slow speeds, again, this thing rides really low to the water, which is great for inland stuff, on the river or whatever. If you want to stay up and out of the waves, you need to throttle up as much as you can to really lift this thing up, and I was messing with the trim a little bit to get me up and out as needed. I did notice that, let me see if I can point it out here, standing at next to my knee right there, that red button is what I accidentally hit in the middle of the waves. Right by your knee, you just need to be prepared for not hitting the emergency stop in the middle of waves, and that wasn't ideal. But figured that out. So we went, I don't know, whatever, half a mile, and I had to put it to its higher speeds in order to stay up and out of the waves. Used about 30% of the battery. So again, this thing isn't something that you're planning to go fast the whole time. If you need to get from point A to point B quickly, or if you're on flat water, I'm sure it's fun. But either way, we are back safe in the harbor. I was actually, again, quite impressed with how she handled. Most people won't even take a bigger boat out in those conditions. They weren't that crazy, but they're still not fun for everybody. Me, being a little crazy like I am, I thought it was actually kind of enjoyable once you knew what you were doing and knew the boat wasn't going to sink. So anyways, back at the harbor, let's put it on this trailer. This boat is going to our storage facility. It is going into the showroom. This is a 2023 Magonis Wave E-550. It is for sale. Message me if you got any comments. I'm happy to do some more video walkthroughs. I can get you a proper tour of the boat. It's obviously dusty, dirty, and wet right now, so I can get that for you at some point. This is the first time I'm ever on a electric boat in general, 100% electric, but I'm actually fairly impressed. For the right use factors and the right use cases, I think this could be a fun little boat. So message me if you got any comments. Thanks for sticking around. I'm going to get this thing on a trailer. I'm going to get warm and dry. All right, we got it hauled out, getting it prepped for shipping over the road, so it's a little packed up right now, but I thought I'd show you and do a little wrap up finally. Magonis Wave E-550, first time ever on it, first time driving it. Cool little boat. It really is a great little river, inland lake kind of cruiser. 16 foot of overall length, about 16 foot of water line, 18 foot of overall length. You've got underwater lights. It obviously needs a power wash when it gets back to storage. Hurricane electric little outboard setup here. 30 kW we were at. We were going fairly quick out there actually in the conditions. Got a nice little swim ladder. We'll step right up, do a quick breeze through. Again, electric solar battery charger. You got synthetic teak decking. Obviously, again, it needs a bath. Don't judge a book by the cover. Know that it's going to get stored up nicely. But good, nice leather seating, nice stitching. You've got a fusion radio, you've got a fridge, you've got everything you need here at the helm that we were messing with. Maybe I would move that emergency stop button because that was not great when went in some waves. Phone charger, all that jazz. Again, seating all around here. This table can convert and this whole thing becomes a sun pad. I've got it laying down like this so it holds those flaps down. But all around, I think a cute little boat. For the right area, there's some storage under here. I just got it strapped so it doesn't go flopping around in the wind. All around, fun little day on the water. Got a little wet, got a little wild, but handles waves just fine. I hope you learned something. Hope you had a good day. Thanks for sticking around. If you want to know any more about this boat or anything else that we have listed, used, or new, feel free to reach out to me, Captain Dan, dan@springbrookmarinegroup.com, dan@elevateyacht.com, and happy to help any way we can. See you on the water. Cheers.